Joining us exclusive on NDTV network is a special guest, the newly appointed Secretary of Board of Cricket Control in India, Mr. Devajit Saikia. Mr. Saikia, from being a cricketer in Assam to a rather short-lived cricket career, to a successful lawyer, to Assam's Advocate General and a very successful cricket administrator, now you are the cricket administrator, big boss of cricket in the country. Tell us about this journey.
It was a very wonderful journey. I had a very short career in cricket. I started playing for the state in 1984 and continued till 1991. And during this 7-year period, I played almost all the trophies, Ranji Trophy, Wills Trophy. I played Jay Shah. I had some centuries in the junior level. And I played only 4 Ranji Trophy matches first season, but I was in other 4 matches where I was in the squad. But I have to leave cricket at 91, maybe that was the age of maybe 2021, one of the earliest leaver of the game, because I have to pursue my studies in law. So from 1991 I was pursuing law and I went abroad also for 2 years. And thereafter, once I got the LLB degree, I started practicing law from 1997 onwards. And once I am in the profession, it's not possible to dedicate time for cricket because all the time I have to be in the court. So I left professional cricket at the age of 21. It was in the year 91-92. And thereafter, I was a full-fledged lawyer. And of course, I played some cricket for the lawyers in various parts of the country and various parts of the world also. Representing Indian lawyers team, we have a very good structure in lawyers cricket. And now I have seen some anomalies in our association, so I was encouraged by our Chief Minister Dr. Himanta Biswa Sarma to take part in the Assam Cricket Association's activities. I am very grateful to our Honorable Chief Minister because he wanted that Assam Cricket Association should be clean from all the malaises which was going on for about 15 years time. So I was part of Assam Cricket Association from 2016, but actively from 2019 onwards. 2019 to 2021, I was the secretary in Assam Cricket Association, and in the national level, my mentor, my support, everything was done by Jay Shah. He wanted me to be a part of BCCI's committee in the Apex Council as Joint Secretary in 2022 in the month of October. So I was doing my job as a Joint Secretary, learning a lot of things from him. A lot of good things has been done by Jay Shah during his tenure as Secretary of BCCI. We introduced a lot of new things like the Women's Premier League, which is doing very good now, also giving parity and also taking a lot of dynamic steps in BCCI, which has revived BCCI to a different level. More particularly in the financial part also, a lot of changes has taken place. The quantum of money we are getting from ICC also has been enhanced during his tenure as Secretary of BCCI. So now, as he has been elevated to the post of Chair of the ICC, so that post of BCCI Secretary fell vacant. And with the support of Jai Bhai and all my Apex Council members and with the support of all the state representatives of the country, so I was elected yesterday unopposed, and I'm very grateful to each one of them for making me a competent person to man that post. Although it is a very tough and challenging role for me to replace a dynamic secretary like Jay Shah.
Also, it's a proud moment for people in Northeast that somebody from Northeast has now become a BCCI secretary. But you become the secretary at a very interesting transition. When our cricket is in a transition, there have been questions about the team, particularly about the performance in the recently held Border Gavaskar Trophy. How would you take this forward, given the fact that how BCCI is now reaching out to senior players?
The problem with the BCCI is that we are very good in the T20. We are a current world champion. Hardly a few months ago, we became world champion in T20 in Barbados, and immediately we had 2 very bad series in the Test, New Zealand and Australia. So we have to do some soul-searching exercises, and we are on job. And very soon, the BCCI's Test cricket also will be back to its track.
Also, you have the Champions Trophy coming in. There have been a lot of talks about particularly the form of senior players like Virat, like Rohit Sharma. What is your plan in terms of reaching out to senior players?
We are already in discussion. We had some deliberations is going on for last 2-3 days in Bombay. I was part of those deliberations. So we are taking out some ways what are the problems we are facing and what are the solutions way out. But our immediate goal is to play good matches against England in the T20 series, which is commencing next week. And thereafter, the big challenge will be the Champions Trophy, where we are playing in all the top nations of the world in 50 overs format. And thereafter, after the IPL is over, then our very important series will be in England, where we are going to play few couple of test matches in England. So these are the roadmap for present, and we are taking necessary steps so that all the loopholes or the shortfalls we'll try to overcome during this time.
Also, your predecessor, Mr. Jay Shah's period, had seen the WPL come up. It is his legacy. Now, in your tenure, do you have any plans of bringing in something new to the Indian cricket?
So Jay Shah's tenure was coinciding with my tenure because I was his joint secretary, and we have Roger Binny as the president. So WPL started with, it is a concept baby child of Jay Shah, and we all in the Apex Council did our job and did our part to make it a big vibrant tournament which has imbibed and created interest amongst all the girls of the country. This is a big movement of women's cricket. So once a WPL, and we are in the third year now, so it will be starting very soon next month, and we have to take it forward. So there will be no new things at this moment because we are at the third year of our tenure. If you look at my tenure, it will be for another 11 or 10 months. And this is just the continuation of the policies we have taken once Jay Shah and Roger Binny took charge on 18th of October 2022. The policy which we have laid down, the roadmap which we have created in our tenure of 3 years, we are just following and continuing so that everything is completed during our 3 years term.
But anything in terms of the domestic cricket that you still feel needs to be changed, given the fact that there have been a lot of talks in terms of that even the selection of players have been rather on performance of IPL, and domestic cricket has taken a backseat.
This is a continuous process. Lot of things are changing. Earlier, IPL was not considered to be a major tournament for selection, but now it has turned to be a very important tournament for players having his career in cricket at the international or the national level. So this is a continuous process. My taking charge as the secretary has nothing to do. This process will continue. Whatever it is in the pipeline or whatever it is in the discussion, it will definitely, some changes will take place. But yesterday I have taken charge, so there is no immediate plan to tweak any of the ongoing processes.
So there you are, Mr. Devajit Saikia, clearly mentioning that at this moment he is concentrating on the coming tournaments like the Champions Trophy, and also signaling that BCCI has already started taking efforts in terms of reaching out to the senior players to make sure that the performance of the team improves in all format of the game. With campus Sanjay Chakravarti, this is Ratndeep Chaudhary for NDTV.